Whether browser-based or cloud-based, web scraping tools can be useful for everyone, from small businesses to large companies. Because of that, many tools have been developed for various use cases, everything from sales prospecting, recruiting candidates, sourcing, and research data gathering to influencer marketing. If you're new to the whole web scraping game, it can be a pain to find the perfect one which fulfills your requirements. Cloud, browser, API, a lot of technical jargon, I know. Technical jargon like this can send your head spinning. In this article, we'll resolve your confusion regarding different kinds of website data scrapers and also recommend the top 5 that can fit your use case. Types of web scrapers. So what are the different types of web scrapers? There's no one size fits all web scraper. What might work for one user might not work for you and vice versa. They fall into 3 categories: browser-based, cloud-based, and hybrid. If you want to find a scraper that fulfills your requirements most efficiently, it helps to know how these 3 differ. First, browser-based. These are scrapers that operate from the browser itself, whether that be Chrome, Firefox, or Edge. Browser-based scrapers run locally and your data stays with you, so they're more secure with better data privacy. But they operate from your local IP address, so they're generally more suitable for non-intensive scraper operations. In line with that, these also usually have the most user-friendly UI. Next, cloud-based. These scrapers operate from a separate cloud server, securing your local IP from getting blocked. They're usually more expensive, but provide a good option for those interested in high-volume scraping operations. These are also available as downloadable local apps on your desktop. Then there's hybrid. If you can't decide between the above 2, why not just go for a hybrid scraper? Based on your current use case, these offer both browser and cloud-based scraping features. What is AI web scraping? AI web scraping refers to the automated process of extracting data from websites using a few AI-based methods. Unlike traditional web scraping, which relies on predefined selectors that isolate data you want to extract, AI web scraping employs self-adjusting algorithms capable of handling dynamic websites. This approach addresses the limitations associated with manual or purely code-based scraping techniques. In short, it's more effective. AI web scraping tools are designed to navigate through web pages, identify and extract relevant data, and adapt to changes in website layouts without human intervention. Some key features of AI web scraping automated data extraction include how they can automatically collect data from websites, eliminate the need for manual input, and they really have a great adaptability to dynamic websites. These tools can adjust to changes in website structures, ensuring consistent data collection. They also have diverse data types handling. AI scraping tools are capable of extracting various types of data, including text, images, and videos. And they also have really efficient data storage. Data that's extracted can be stored in multiple formats, such as JSON, Excel, and CSV, facilitating easy access and analysis. In this video, I'm going to compare multiple AI web scrapers. Now, let's go through each of them in detail. First, you guessed it, Bardeen AI. It's one of the first AI scrapers, and time again, users who scrape data from a web page like text, link, or image, or edit it further in another web app like Google Sheets, Notion, or Airtable. With Bardeen, you can scrape the data you want and then send it to various web apps automatically with no code. Here are some of the examples you can do. First, you can explore more ready-to-use cloud-based website data scrapers and instant website data scrapers. Want to automatically scrape links from a Google search and add them to Google Sheets? Done. The Bardeen scraper is capable of more than just extracting data from a website. You can also enrich data from a list of links and monitor a website for changes, along with features like pagination, deep scraping, and click actions. All of this is done with no code. You can create your own scraper templates, send the data integrated apps, and create automations using the visual automation builder, like save tweets related to a keyword to Notion, or create an email draft using OpenAI. We hope you're getting the drift. Here's a demo of the scraper in action. So first, you're gonna go to Scrape, then you can click Scrape Data on Active tab, click Create New Scraper Templates. So then I'm gonna click on the LinkedIn profile, and I can select whether it's a single page or not, then start building. From there, we can click on this title right here for essentially what Renat would be, and that's it. You've built a scraper. If you're interested, make sure to download Bardeen for free on Chrome. And there are a myriad of different templates you can choose from, like saving YouTube channel, about info, to a page in Notion. And there are so many different ones on this Explore page. We have so many different playbooks for you to choose from. I think you're gonna love them. Like for example, if I go to Reddit, I can go to Bardeen and I could summarize a Reddit post using OpenAI and save it to Google Sheets, for example. If I just make a new Google Sheet item with Reddit posts, specify any extra context for the summary, not really needed, then press save to my playbooks. As you'll notice here, if I open up the Reddit post, scrape the information, said it was a 7-month ago article, had the author link, the post link, OpenAI added a summary. It's a user that's new to the subreddit and seeking advice on automating recurring tasks in Notion using templates. They also mentioned a bunch of different automation tools. And if you go inside of it, that's pretty much what it said, which I think is really cool. And you can see one of the main people responded with Bardeen is an awesome solution for what they're asking about. So what are some of the pros and cons of Bardeen? Some pros are definitely that you can automate data scraping processes, and it's integrated with many popular apps. And last but not least though, it is free to get started. The only con is that it's available in Chrome right now, and that's it. Next, let's talk about Web Scraper IO. Do you have experience with web development or coding? If yes, you'll like Web Scraper IO. Once it's installed, it becomes a module in the developer's tools menu. When you click on the extension icon, you'll be shown this. As you might expect, once you open it in developer tools, the overall design is also very cut and dry. This can be a plus point for some users. You can create or import a sitemap that can be used to scrape data from a website. After specifying a name and a URL, you can add selectors to extract data. It supports text, link, image, and many more data types. Keep in mind, this is a hybrid web scraper, so it can scrape a website both from a local IP or a server. This means that it's flexible based on your need. Are you scraping a list of groups from Facebook? A browser-based scraper will do. Are you planning on getting data about a large number of LinkedIn profiles? In that case, you better use the cloud version. Besides having a scheduler and IP rotation like any other cloud scraper, Web Scraper IO comes with many other options to simplify the process. You can also automatically export the scraped data to Dropbox, Google Sheets, or Amazon S3. And it has great API integrations as well. Of course, only the browser extension is free. If you want to get access to their servers, you'll need to choose from their various plans ranging from $50 to $300 per month. Flexibility here is really what sets Web Scraper IO apart from the pack. It might have a cut and dry design and carry a learning curve for non-developers, but once you get used to it, you'll love using it over the long term. So some of the pros is that it's available on both Chrome and Firefox. I know we mentioned Bardeen was only available on Chrome. It offers both browser-based and cloud-based scraping, furthering the flexibility conversation, and it's capable of automatically exporting data to other platforms. A con though, is it's not very suitable for beginners, I'll be honest. Now let's talk about Instant Data Scraper. Most of the web scrapers we've talked about build extra and powerful features on top of just scraping. It can be powerful, but also add more complexity to the platform if your purpose is only to get the data from a web page. Instant Data Scraper is the way to go. It's a really simple product, has very limited functionality and a really straightforward UI. And you can activate the web scraper and it'll try to detect what you want to scrape. You can edit the scrape template if necessary. It's available for both Chrome and Edge. It's fully browser-based and allows you to download scraped data in XLV file format. It's completely free. It only takes up less than a megabyte of space. Check out their website for more details. Now, it is very user-friendly, and I liked some more pros in the fact that it automatically detects what data you want to extract from a page. It's free and lightweight, but some cons is that it really just lacks features. I mean, it's a free product, right? Number 4 is going to be Parse Hub. If you're dedicated to more professional data scraping, then browser-based options don't work for you. Parse Hub might be the way to go. It has no browser extension, only desktop clients on Windows, Mac, and Linux. And when you open up the client on your computer, see a built-in browser from which you can do your data scraping operations. Enter the website URL that you want to extract data from, and after it loads on the left side, you'll see various commands and settings. In the middle will be an interactive view of the website, which you can click on to see the select elements. You can preview the selected data at the bottom in CSV or JSON format. Once that in place, you can run the scraping operation on their server. When the data has been scraped, you can also download it as an CSV, Excel, JSON, or API, or import it into Google Sheets or Tableau. Operating exclusively from the cloud prevents many benefits like IP rotation, scheduled collection, and more. Unfortunately, that extra functionality is reflected in the cost. With the free plan, you get 200 pages per run and 5 public projects. You can opt for the standard and professional plans to increase the limit, costing $189 and $599 respectively. So it's definitely expensive, but might be worth it based on your use case. You can check further pricing details and download the app using the links down below. So here are some pros. It's got a built-in browser, multiple export options, and thanks to cloud-based scraping, your IP address is kept secure. The con is, it's very expensive. Last but not least, we have Octoparse. If you want something similar to ParseHub, but cheaper, you'll like Octoparse. Similar to ParseHub, it doesn't have any web extensions, only desktop clients on Windows and Mac. Simply visit the website you want to scrape data from in the built-in browser and get started. As we previously discussed in the review for ParseHub, scraping from the cloud has many benefits, like IP rotation and scheduling, but in some cases, it also makes sense to do the scraping locally. Since Octoparse is a hybrid scraper, it can operate both from your local IP and on the cloud, you can choose to run the scraping operations from your computer itself too. As your business grows and your requirement increases, you can also look into Octoparse's professional data scraping service. For now, go to the link down below, download it, and check out the app on your computer. Some pros are that it's capable of both local and cloud-based scraping. It has a very user-friendly UI. I think the website's kind of cute too. And tutorial videos are available to help you get started. A con is that some users report slow customer support. So what can you use these scrapers for? Web scrapers can often be hard to wrap your head around. They can scrape data from the web, which brings to mind some obvious use cases like product listings from Amazon, followers from Instagram, or job postings from LinkedIn. But what else? Can they also be leveraged to save time in everyday life? This is where Bardeen stands out from the rest. Whereas most of them are designed to scrape data and not much else, with Bardeen, you can connect the scrape data with different automations, plus you can connect to third-party apps like Zillow and LinkedIn. Here are some noteworthy pre-built automations. You can save Zillow listings to Google Sheets, save Instagram followers to Google Sheets, save/scrape Facebook groups and their members to Google Sheets, and you can get data from a list of LinkedIn profiles and put it on Google Sheets or whatever product you'd like. Definitely check out more of these templates and playbooks by going to the linked blog post to this video. As you might have picked up by now, browser-based scrapers are usually the best bet for most users since they are easier to get started and more powerful, especially when scraping is only part of the workflow. If you know how to code or web develop, you can create your own, but most people don't. You've already got the hang of Bardeen, but there are also so many other ones that are worth checking out for certain use cases. So in 2024, web scrapers are more powerful now than they've ever been, but it's important to not get carried away by the hype. Avoid chasing this next shiny object. Instead, choose the scraper which fits your use case best. If learning about these tools has raised your curiosity about scrapers and web technology in general, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and check out all the other content we have here at Bardeen. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.